Coming up in this video. I'm Steve and welcome to my channel. So this video has got nothing to do with cars. When I was clearing my father's garage out, I found this box and it's full of letter stamps. So it's the kind of thing that you use to stamp into metal. Now there must be hundreds of videos on YouTube about doing this, and there's lots of different ways to do this. Some with electricity, some without electricity. But I just thought I'd do my take on it, and I'm just going to experiment with these. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to follow a video by Dominic Chinea. Now Dominic Chinea is the guy in the BBC programme called The Repair Shop, and he's the one that does all the welding and the metal work, and he's got a YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel is edited by a guy that he works with, so they're all professionals, and that channel is absolutely good. I really recommend you go and look at that. It is some of it is cars, and it's just all general stuff, the same as he does in a program really. So what he uses is sodium carbonate, and this is just soda crystals basically. That's what this is. It's like a bit like Radox that you put in a bath. They're cleaning. It's a cleaning soda. That's all that is, and it raises the pH. I should have a tray like this. I did have a tray like this, but I can't find it, or it's been thrown away. But I did find this old biscuit box, so I'm going to fill this with water and then put some of this in the water and connect these to an old battery charger. So to get this to work, the actual job has to be connected to the negative side of the battery charger, and that is called a cathode, and the other side is connected to the anode. So the positive is connected to the anode, and this is kind of sacrificial, I think. I'm not sure how it all works, but you know, this I'm going to cut 4 short lengths of this angle iron and just put it in the corners of this box. I think that's what I do. I don't know, fix it somehow. Now the problem is that, you know, I'm not going to do one at a time because it's going to take too long. So I need some way of connecting all these together. Oh, let's try the other one. Oh, now I'm going to be there all day with that. They're both blunt. I'll treat myself. I'll put a new one in. I think that's a cheap hacksaw blade. It shouldn't be that tight. That's it. This one's got an arrow pointing that way. But if it hasn't got an arrow, you can just feel that the teeth have got a point in that direction. I know it's obvious, but there might be some people who don't realise that. This is just old-fashioned cutting fluid, and it stands for reamer, tap and drill. And hacksaw. Oh, that's better. I could feel it biting in. I've just noticed that there's some writing on here. Now these bits of angle came out of my father's garage as well. Now I don't know if he's done it or I've done it in the past, but someone has tested these out on here. I don't know if that'll come out. Yeah, that makes it show up a bit better. So that's them 4 done, but they're no good like that. I've got to get all this rust off all the way over so that it makes good contact with the water and electricity can pass through here easily. So these are the 4 anodes and they're the positive side. So I found some red cable that doesn't have to be red, but it helps to demonstrate it. So now I'm going to wire these 4 together. It would be better to have crocodile clips, but I haven't got enough crocodile clips, so I'm making sure this is a good connection here. I found this bit of mild steel sheet and it's 1.6 millimeters thick, and it already had a cut on it, so I've bent it up, so that means then I can put the negative on there and that will make it the cathode, and then I'm just going to lay them on there. I don't know if this is going to work, but as soon as I turn the power on, I'll see if I can see any bubbles coming off of here. Well, I've put some cold water in here, so I've just boiled this kettle and I'm going to fill it up so it's warm. Well, it'll be hot actually though. That's okay. So now I've got to sprinkle some of this on here. I'm not getting in contact with this, but I don't think this would cause a problem. I do a couple of them so it's not touching my hands. And then I think I'll stir it. Oh, well, I can feel it at the bottom. Obviously I don't need so much as Dominic used. He had a big tray, much bigger than this. I think that's all melted. Let's try some more. Right, I think that's okay. So now I'm going to place some on here. It's a bit of a challenge to get it in actually. Now I'm going to turn it on at the wall. Oh, that's gone right round to 8 amps. There's lots of bubbles there. Unfortunately, I can't see whether it's coming off of the stamps. Must be careful not to drop my phone at this point. Right, it's the following day now, and I switched it on this morning, so it's had 5 hours in here, and the amps went down to about 4 amps, and they stayed at 4 amps, and that is the result. So what I'm going to do now is put a wire brush in an electric drill and see how they come up. Right, it's always important to wear these over goggles when you're using this wire brush, even on a low speed, because they come out and you don't want to get one of them in your eye. So that's how they've come out. So I couldn't really see what the letters were before, but now I've done it, I can clearly see that is a T, and it's in quite good condition. I thought they might be worn out, but I think these are okay. Now, I don't know if you can get it, if it focuses, but this steel has got scale on it, and that scale is not rust. What that is, it's a high carbon steel, because it has to be hardened, and so when it's hardened, the scale forms on the surface, and it's not a bright drawn steel, it's a hot rolled steel. That's why you get what looks like rust flakes, but it's not actually. I don't know if that's going to come out. So now I know it works. I've got a bigger bit of sheet metal, 1.6, and that just fits in the box, covers nearly the whole bottom of the box. So then I can put loads more on there and I can get them done quicker. So there is a before and after shot, and as you can see, there's absolutely no traces of red rust on there whatsoever, so it really works well. That's really good. So I'm happy with that. That's a success. There is one more thing I'm going to do. On these stamps, someone has ground a line on that face there. Now that denotes the bottom of the letter, so that when you hold it, you know which way round to stamp it. And very often they will have the letter stamped in there as well, so you know what it is. But I can't do that because obviously this is the same letters I need to put on here. So I'm going to engrave letters on there. So this is an engraver that works off of compressed air, and the tip is made of tungsten carbide, so it can engrave anything. Although these stamps should be soft at this end, because they only harden, get it red hot here to harden at the very end here. So this is a G, so I'm just going to engrave a G on here. And that's done. Just another 26 to go. So that's the end of this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and if you want to see more of my videos, click the little bell and you will be notified when I upload a new video. So thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.